Hello wonderful people, welcome to another tutorial. So for this style now, I'm making use of just one piece of ashoke, that is one away. So the first measurement you're going to be cutting is 24 inches. My hair circumference is 22, so I just added 2 inches to it as the allowance, so 24 inches. Then after cutting it, you're going to fold it like that and just sew like half a quarter inch. I don't know how to explain that. A quarter inch, then you now divide it into two again. That is half a quarter inch like that. Okay, so I've stitched that half a quarter inch and I'm going to fold it inside out like that. You can see how tiny it is. Okay, so I'm just going to fold it inside out. So a quick one here. The width of my ashoke is 7 inches. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm stitching that half a quarter inch. Okay, the width is 7 inches. So, and when I fold it into two, now I'm going to be folding it into two, so you and okay, sorry about that. My marco here is 3 inches. I'm still going to give you the measurement. Okay, so when I fold it into two and measure out the 3 inches for the marco, I noticed that I only have a quarter inch left. So if you sew out that quarter inch, your marker will be too tight. Okay, so that's why I divide the quarter inch into two and I sew just half the quarter inch instead. That's like 1/8 inch. Okay, I just sew it all the way down like that. So that is what I have there. So I just use that to explain. So if you are working with a wider width of ashoke or a smaller width, you might want to alter this particular measurement here. All right, so for my marco now, I have 17 inches in length for the marco. Can you see? I'm just trying to measure it out for you so you can see it there. I have 17 inches for the marco. Yeah, that's 17 inches. Then the width of my marco is 3 inches. Okay, I'm making use of 3 inches for my marco here. And the last measurement we are going to be working with now is for the rows. Okay, is for the rows. So I'm going to be measuring it out for you so you can see what I have there. Okay, so I have just about 45 inches. Okay, so I have 45 inches there. So I that's a kind of freehand error, so I'm just going to trim it off. If you like, you can leave it like that. So approximately 45 inches is what I have there. So I'm just trimming off that small excess there. So I have 45 inches. Okay, all right, now so I've already stitched the band, so I'm just going to the rows itself. So I'm just going to be folding the rows itself like that. Just stitch like a quarter inch. Just fold it together and stitch like that. So if you are working with ashoke that has front and back, you might want to note the front and the back. So I've stitched that too, and I've turned it inside out, just like the way I did for the band. Okay, but this time around the stitch part is at the side, not at the middle like that of the band. So what I'm going to be doing for the band now is this. So I'm just going to straighten it up and make sure that that is at the middle. So where you have your stitch now is going to be the back, while the other side is the front. So just straighten it out like that. If you have time, you can take it to your ironing table and just iron it out. Okay, so I'm going to be folding my marco now into two and just insert it into the middle like so. Okay, so you just want to insert it. I remember that the length of my marco is 17 inches, so it's a bit shorter than the length of my band itself, and that is exactly what we want. So when you insert your marco into it, you make sure that you have excess on each side, and the excess you have on each side are equal, so that your marco will be at the middle. Okay, so you just straighten it out like this. Just watch what I'm doing and straighten it out like that. Okay, so yeah, you can see it's my marco is sitting inside perfectly without any excess. Okay, so that's exactly what we have. So I'm just trying to check the space on each sides, making sure that it's equal. If it's not equal, you need to draw it and make sure that the excess you have on both sides are equal. Okay, so after that, I'm just going to fold the edges inside like that. going to fold the edges inside and take it to my sewing machine and just stitch it up. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing there. Sorry about that, I'm moving my hand away from the camera. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, all right, so I'm going to do the same thing for the other side and just stitch it up like that. Okay, so I've done that now. I've stitched it up and I've done the same thing for the other side. So what I'm going to be doing now is this. Okay, so you just fold it together. Make sure that the fronts are facing each other like that. So I'm just going to be sewing half an inch. So all these are sewing and folding in. So it's from that 2 inches that will add to our edge circumference. Okay, so after folding, after joining together, you just go ahead and stitch that down like that. So from that side all the way to the side. Okay, so I've done that already. I've stitched it down and our band is almost ready, guys. Our band is almost ready. So I'm going to set this one aside and move to the rose itself. So for the rose also, I'm going to close up the edges too. I'll close it up on my sewing machine. Do the same thing for the other side too. All right, so I've already done that for the rose too. All right, so the next thing I'm going to be doing now is just form a gather stitch, that is a running stitch. But this time around, I'm going to be starting from this side. Can you see? I'm going to be starting from this side. I'm just going to run a gather stitch like that. Okay, so I'm just trying to remove the thread there. So if you just happen to stumble on my video, I welcome you. Thank you all for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so as to get more interesting videos like this. Okay, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and drop a comment in the comment section box below. All right, so I'm done with that now, so I'm just going to release it a bit. After doing that, so you just want to roll it up to form your rose. Okay, you roll it up like that, and mind you, I didn't cut off the thread there, so I just leave it like that. So after rolling it up, the next thing I'm going to do now is just to tack it together. So from where I stopped my gather stitch, I'm just going to go ahead and start tacking everything together. Okay, so just watch what I'm doing. Is very easy. So I'm just going to go ahead, yeah, just tack it. Just inserted my needle into all the 3 layers, because at this side I have 3 layers of the rose. Okay, so I just insert my needle into all the 3 layers like that. Okay, so as you are tacking, make sure you are adjusting it to exactly what you want. So just passing. So this time around, when you pass, you don't want your needle showing at the upper part there. So, and since we fold our rows into two, so it will make it easier for us to tack without the thread showing at the upper part. Okay, so you just pick the back. Okay, just the back alone. So what I'm doing now is I'm just passing to another point where I want to tack, and as I'm passing, I'm making sure that my needle is not showing at the upper part. Okay, can you see my needle is not showing at the upper part? So you insert it into the rows, making sure that it is not showing at the upper part. Can you see? As I'm inserting, I'm checking. So when I get to that point where I want to tack it again, I just insert and pick the back. Okay, I'm picking the back. All right, so you just pick the back, going like that. Okay, so that's just it. So you just pass to the next point. So I'm just going to pass like that to the next point I feel it needs tacking. All right, so I've gotten to the next point I want to tack now. So I'm just going to repeat the same thing. Can you see what I'm doing? So that I'll just pick the back, I won't pick the front. Okay, so that's what I mean by you picking the back and not the front, because we don't want the thread showing at the upper part of our rows. Okay, so that's just it, guys. So you just keep on tacking wherever you feel it needs to be tacked. You just keep on tacking like that. You keep on passing. As you are passing, making sure that you are checking that your thread and needle are not showing at the upper part. So that's it, guys. So I've tacked everything together. I've tacked everything together. So what I just want to do now is just tack it to my headband. Okay. So like I always say, there is no particular rule for tacking. So you just want to tack in such a way that your tacking is neat and it doesn't alter the style that you've created. Okay. So I'm just going to be tacking like so to the band itself. So that's just it, guys. Okay, so I'm done tacking and our headband is ready, guys. So simple. So this is it on my dummy. Can you see the finished look? This is so beautiful and you can make it in less than 30 minutes. Okay, even less than 10 minutes. Okay, so that's it, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.